Hey, what's up, guys? This is Willie from Team Genesis, and we're here with.
Daniel Ramirez Medina, Slumpy.
All right, so what did you do last weekend or this weekend?
I topped Spokane Regionals.
All right, and what do you do?
I got 8th place with 45 tricks.
All right,
Alright,
let's get to
so,
it.
so I played 45 card Trickstars. Shout out to Javier and Tian for getting this sick mats for the team, Android 18 combined with Dark Magician Girl, like this is filthy. Got the G right there and everything. So huge shout out to them. And shout out to like some of my other boys helping me out. Let's get right to it. We played 3 Trickstar Candina, standard, basic, bitch. 3 Licorice, she bounces the basic bitch, she's like, I got your back. Then you got Lily she's like, I got your back, or I can add her back if need be. Like, they all got each other's backs. They're all, like, homegirls, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the hand traps, I played 3 Droll. This card was, like, really good throughout the whole weekend, even going, like, second in anything. This card's actually, like, one of the best hand traps, and it's, like, really underrated. Because it only, like, it just stops them for a turn. But, like, in Trickstars, you kind of just need that extra push to go for damage anyways. I only played 2 Ash instead of 3. I didn't like playing 3, just because, like, it wasn't good against Pendulums, and, like, it's just, like, really subpar this format. And, like, everybody's playing Imawato, so, I mean, like, even with Imawato, this isn't that good. And, like, there's, like, no, like, maxi that you would need to Ash, so it's just, like, really subpar. And then I played 2 Ghost Ogres and 1 Veiler. I've always liked this ratio, even playing it the last time. And I felt like this was like the perfect ratio this weekend. And then I played 2 Honest. A lot of people make fun of me for playing this card, but this card's like an out-to masterpiece. And like nobody ever really expects it. Like this is just pretty much like your stallmate. It's kind of like having like a Mirror Force. Like you protect your guy for a turn. And then I main deck 2 Kaijus. Shout out to my homegirl Brittany. But these are just like really good throughout the weekend. Like getting rid of like Masterpiece or like cards that you can't negate, like Odd Eyes Vortex and stuff. Like, it's just, like, it stops problem cards, and then you can bounce it with Locasic Magician. 2 Eater Millions, cards broke, like, self-explanatory. And this is where the spice kind of comes in. Shout out to Logan for this. We played Destrudo and Dragon Ravine. I just, like, kind of found about, like, totally forgot about this. And it was just super good this weekend, having, like, a 3K butt, worst case, like, for the mirror match. Or just, like, making Ancient Fury in the mirror match is just super crucial and, like, really, really good. On top of, like, Black Rosing. I Black Rose, like, 5 or 6 fields. And I played against, like, Pen Magicians. And then he left, like, a subpar field. And I was like, all right, Kaiju your Vortex. Make a Black Rose. And then just, like, special the Candina with the Trap card I discarded. Which I'll show you a little small combo. But it was really, really good. And then for more spells, I played 3 Light Stage Standard. 3 Terraforming Standard. Terraforming is also really good because you can just randomly search Dragon Ravine. 3 Scapegoats. I liked playing this. Like, my deck was kind of like mid-range, so it was like first or second. And like Scapegoat was good going first or second regardless, just because like this gives you the extra power you need. I played 3 Desires because I'm playing 45. Usually whenever I play 45 cards, I'm always playing 3 Desires because you need that extra draw power. Yeah, and then I mean deck 2 Cosmic Cyclones and Regeki. Cosmic was really good this weekend. Banishing like back row and then like going first, playing against like Lightsworns, you need this too.
There was a lot of Dracos too.
Yeah, there was so much Dracos. I literally like the format for this event was like so much like bad matchups for me. Like it was so awkward. I played 2 evenly matched. I've always liked playing 2. This card's really good. I stayed with 3 of these just because I'm playing 45. I didn't want to banish them off Desires. Yeah. And, this card's insane with, like, Dragon Ravine, like, discarding it and, like, specialing your Candina. It's so good. And then my favorite card this weekend was 2 Typhoon. This card was so good when they had, like, Imawato and they didn't expect any hand traps. On top of being able to pop field spells and everything, like, you could even, like, set this on your turn and, like, pop a face-up spell card or whatever. And it's just, like, it was really good. There was also a time where my opponent had Anti-Spell and Iron Wall. and I drew this return. I just like activated it, popped the iron wall, and then I was able to like get rid of the other back row because I was able to like activate my trap card engrave. So this card was really good. This is probably like one of the MVPs. For the extra deck, got some tokens. One Link Rebo. Shout out to Sam for letting me borrow this. 2 Link Spiders. 2 My Sister Radiant. I played a Koshik to bounce the Gamma Cell. This card was really good too. 1 Holly Angel. I didn't play the new chick, the one that like lets you draw a card, because I feel like that card was like really bad. And like it's a win more card because you have to have 2,000 or more life points. So at that point you should already be winning the game. 1 Ngirsu card's really good, especially cherries against like World Chalice. 1 Decode Talker. 1 Borolo Dragon. Card's insane. Like, stealing your opponent's Borolo Dragon. Insane. I played Skull Dread. I still really love this card. Like, it's so good. It, like, fixes hands, like, when you break. Even with, like, Scapegoat and stuff. So this card was really good. On top of being able to, like, make this, and then, like, with the token and Ngirsu, you can just make this afterwards. And, like, boosting on your guys is insane. I played Break Sword and Grand Pulse. I made both of these a lot. Like, I was making this to pop, like, my reincarnation and then their whatever they had. Then I was doing this when they, like, summoned Omega, and, like, they can't really beat over this. It's, like, really hard for them to get over. And then for the level 7 targets for Synchros, I played Black Rose and Ancient Fairy. I Black Rose, like I said, like 5 or 6 fields. It was so good. And, like, the combo with, like, Candina is pretty much like you summon Candina, you search the trap card. You Dragon Try and discard the trap card, descend Destrudo, you Synchro 7 into like Black Rose a field, and then you can like use the trap card that you just sent to special the Candina, and then if you have like Licorice, like it's the exact same thing. It's like a reset button. For the side deck, I cited cherries, so I cited Electromite, Buster, and 3 cherries. I also just didn't want to play against World Chalice today. There was a couple in the beginning rounds, and I was just kind of scared of them, including my teammate was playing it. So I had this for, like, Ngirsu, because that really, like, stops her plays a lot. And, like, I did side this against Pendulums when I played against it. I side decked 3 Mind Control for going second. This card was really, really good throughout the weekend. Just, like, stealing stuff. The one thing I kind of wish I played in my extra deck was, like, an Underclock Taker or Proxy Dragon. Because there came a point where, like, I wanted to make a Link 2, and I completely forgot that I didn't put it in my extra deck, because the extra deck got so tight, and I was just like, oh, well, I mean, like, there's other plays I can make, and I ended up, like, not having to Link with it, and just, like, killed him that turn anyways, so it was just kind of, like, extra damage just in case he had a hand trap or something, but I guess he didn't, so it was good enough. Plus, this is a bait against, like, Pendulum Magicians, because they have, like, 3 or 4 negates every turn. Like, back row doesn't really count because, like, you just activate a field spell and then you're just like, I'll target your strike or warning or whatever. Like, you never give him judgment off for Ariadne. My spicy, well, 3rd evenly matched standard. The spice right here, these cards were all good throughout the whole weekend. Like, I think this is the reason why I really topped regionals. 2 Reverie, 2 Anti-Spell, and 2 Chaos Trap Holes. This card was insane throughout the weekend. Like, I banished, like, 2 Masterpieces this weekend off of this, like, when they summoned it. The guy, like, summoned Alistair, and I banished it. And, like, he thought I had, like, Strike or something set, and I'm like, no, like, I'm trying to banish that so that if I do strike you, you're just gonna have Invocation, so there's really no point. And, like, this card was just, like, really good. Like, even in the mirror match, like, you kind of just side these 2, or these 4, and if you have, like, both of them together, it's so good, because, like, stopping the field spell in the mirror match is actually really, like, important. So, yeah, these cards are just insane. And then, like, Rivalry against, like, I played against 2 of the 60-card Dino Lightsworn zombie decks, including the guy that got 6th place, Jordan. And, like, against Jordan, I just couldn't draw this, and I couldn't draw, like, anything well. And then I played against Ryan Rowe, the second to last round, and I drew, like, Rivalry, and it was insane. Like, this card's so good. Like, I kind of just want to bump this up to 3 just because, like, your Lightsworn matchup's so bad. But I'd have to like find room. I mean, I'm playing 45, so I should have extra room technically. But we're playing all the spicy cards. You know, that's what we do. So yeah, that's a deck profile. A couple shout outs to give out, especially like huge shout out to Logan. He pretty much like helped me out with the deck like very last second. I was gonna play some like other garbage deck, and him and Rob Loa were like, man, like you should just like play play a normal deck. Don't be a scrub and like play like some like random jank that you're just gonna scrub out with. So like last second, I just like made all these changes, and I was like, all right, and like it just randomly started working. Huge shout out to Tian and Javier, you know, best team owners for Team Genesis. Shout out to Manav, Tristan, you know, always having my back no matter what. Those are my boys. Shout out to all the Team Genesis, you know, Willie and everybody that came out to regionals. And shout out to Europe Class 5. I'm in a program called Europe. Hopefully we get a nice internship on Monday, get to figure that out. It's been a good ride, so I'm excited. Shout out to Big Runts. It's my cousin's rap group. Check them out online. And yeah, shout out to all my homies. You know who you are. You know, I gotta list your names. You know, Brittany, Makai, all y'all. Like, love y'all. Jared. Oh, huge shout out to Jared, Brand. We're moving with Jared. Yep, Jared Robinson. Yeah. Ready to shout you out. I'm sorry, guys, but you know who you are.
Still got love for you. Alright, let's do this.